What's up guys, Joey here of YugaTech, and last year with the release of the iPhone XS series, they released a third budget variant in the form of the iPhone XR. And with this year's release, they've continued that fashion with the base iPhone 11. So now there's not just one, but two cheaper iPhones. Well, historically, it's actually four. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten about you iPhone SE and iPhone 5C. But for this video, let's tackle the question. If you're getting a new iPhone, as in you're either upgrading or you're getting your first one, do you go for the latest and greatest iPhone 11 or save a little bit of money and go for the XR? I'll make this as quick as I can, so continue watching. Now, you guys already know this, but on the surface, the only big physical differences between these two phones are the rear camera module as well as the choice of colors you have available. You get an additional ultra-wide angle camera at the back of the iPhone 11, and as far as colors go, the iPhone XR gets more solid colors while the iPhone 11's color choices are more on the pastel-ish side. Everything else, we still get the same 6.1-inch IPS screen with the same notch, the same placement for all the buttons and ports, and even the weight and dimensions are the same. But for device protection, the XR has IP67 water and dust resistance, while the 11 has IP68. Basically, this just means that the XR can be put 1 meter deep into water for about 1 hour, while the 11 can withstand the same amount of submersion time, but at 1.5 meters deep. The iPhone 11 series is also said to use custom-made Corning Gorilla Glass that's apparently tougher and can withstand more abuse. Now, getting inside the phones. At the heart of the XR is the Apple A12 Bionic chip, and for the 11, it's the A13 Bionic chip. So obviously, you're getting more overall CPU and GPU performance with the A13, plus it also has an additional 1GB of RAM. But then again, the A12's performance was already amazing to begin with. I'll spare you guys all the complicated technical details, but the biggest reason, at least to us, especially in light of iPhone XR versus iPhone 11, that the A13 Bionic chip is better is because of power efficiency. After all, battery life is one of the biggest selling points for these phones. Apple claims that the iPhone 11 has 1 extra hour of battery life compared to the XR. And speaking of that, aside from the more power efficient chipset, the iPhone 11 also comes with a slightly bigger battery size of 3110 mAh over the XR's 2942 mAh. So that's one more thing to consider. Now, software. I mean, regardless of which phone you're getting between the two, you're getting iOS 13. But the iPhone 11 has got a couple of new software features. The first one being the implications of the new U1 chip, which powers ultra-wideband technology. So currently, there aren't really any concrete potential applications for this technology, but it includes, but isn't limited to, like the ability to accurately pinpoint the location of your phone or your Apple Watch, or airdropping something to the phone you're literally pointing at, or even unlocking your car with your phone. The other major ones are camera related and are exclusive to the iPhone 11 series. Specifically, Apple's night mode for photos, which allows you to take even better photos in low light, and it's actually really good. And Deep Fusion, which allows the iPhone 11 to capture even more detail and reduce noise when taking photos in medium to low lighting conditions. It works by taking several different exposures and then combining them in software. Kinda like how HDR shots work, but only with Deep Fusion, it's happening at the chipset level. And since the A13 Bionic is a beast, it all happens in less than a second, which of course brings us to the cameras themselves. With the iPhone 11, you now have an additional ultra-wide lens at the back for a better time taking wide landscape shots, and for the front-facing selfie camera, the resolution has increased to 12 megapixels and the field of view is now slightly wider, which makes it better for taking photos with a friend or something. So now the last thing we have to consider is price. MSRP in the US for the iPhone XR now starts at $599 US, down from $749, and the iPhone 11's MSRP is $699 US. And here in the Philippines, the iPhone XR starts at 40,990 pesos, while the iPhone 11 starts at 47,990 pesos. So with the price difference of 7,000 pesos, which one is more worth it? Well, it depends on what kind of user you are. If you're currently using the iPhone XR and are thinking of making the upgrade to the 11, you might want to hold off until next year to upgrade or go for the iPhone 11 Pro or Pro Max. Because the only major upgrade you're really getting is the cameras, so you might as well go for the telephoto as well, which you can only get on the 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max. But if you're switching from an older model or you're switching from an Android phone, again, it all boils down to, I think, to the cameras. If you're a photography-centric type of user, then that 7,000 peso price jump from the XR is definitely worth it. You get the ultra-wide lens, a better selfie camera, you get night mode, and of course, Deep Fusion. But if you are not into photography, then I say the 10R will serve your needs just fine. It's still really fast, it's still got great battery life, and you still have a lot of different colors to choose from. We'll have our full reviews for both these devices linked in the description down below, so if you haven't seen them already, go check them out. So guys, I hope this video helped those of you out there who are still unsure on which one to get. So let us know in the comments down below which one you would go for, the iPhone XR or the iPhone 11. And if you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like, subscribe to our channel for more content, hit the bell icon to see any future uploads, and be sure to visit YugaTech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. This has been Joey, and I'll see you guys in the next one.